What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action, spawning in the red color, playing as Zeus. His name is 3antozz. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Loki. His name is Brickhead. The map is Tundra Pools. This is game number 4 of this best of 5 series for the third, fourth place match of the Champions League playoffs. Or Challengers League portion of the Challengers League portion. Yes. A really, really good series thus far. Both these players playing incredibly well. 3antozz deciding to go in with Zeus here in game number 4. Probably predicting to see a Norse god, but Brickhead going in with the Loki. And this Loki pick is very, very familiar on this map. Loki, an incredibly strong god here on this map with the extra fishing income and all the stuff you can get out of that. Really, really good. But also, Zeus here, a pretty difficult god to defend against, because if you think an Athena rush is hard to defend against, imagine what happens when you've got an extra 10 villagers on food roughly to bolster that income and send all of those units getting spammed at your opponent. We'll see what sort of an Athena rush here that 3antozz is going to do. There seems like there's 6 fishing spots, so it's going to be 12 extra fishing ships here for 3antozz. And you can basically guarantee that he's going to be going for an Athena rush. Even with the back gold mine here, there's really nothing else you can do here as Zeus against Loki and make it work. A little bit of a problem here with 3antozz' early game is he's getting a little bit of idle time, trying to be a little bit greedy on the early game fishing ships, I guess. We'll see how things are going to go. I mean, you can just force drop the fish. I see a lot of players kind of force dropping their villages. There's not really a whole lot of point in doing that, but that's one way to play. As how many villagers on wood? We do see 6 villagers on wood. So this does look like a relatively fast advance time, but 3antozz is going to be going double dock first and then temple. So the best he's going to get is a 4:45, if not a 5-minute advance time. On the other side of the map here, Brickhead's only got the 1 dock up, starting to make the fishing ships himself. Here's Ulfsark scouting around. Is he going to go for a Heim? There's no way he goes for a Heimdall rush here, right? That doesn't make any sense. We'll see how it's going to go, but I mean, the Ulfsark just scouting around for the time being. As Brickhead now moved over onto that wood line. I'm surprised to see him do that. He was over here. He could have come. Okay, it's fine. All right, so fishing ships coming out. 1 more to be built, I believe. That spot there has not been grabbed. There's a house coming up for Brickhead. We'll see exactly what happens. The fishing ship's coming out over here. The temple coming up. Will we see this looks like it's going to be a fairly decent advance time. Though, for some reason, 3antozz grabbing the berry bushes here instead of moving on to this back elk or this elk or these aurochs. Bit of a strange decision, but a decision nonetheless. There's a lot of idle time here for 3antozz has happened in this early game. Let's see exactly how much has happened for him to get this as he does decide 1 more villager. No, he's going for a 3:30 advance time here, but it's a little bit delayed. As the villagers finish up, Athena coming through, we'll hit about a 3:45, which is kind of what I said he was going to hit, but if he didn't have any idle time, he probably could have squeezed that villager out as well and still got this advance time, whereas Brickhead, on the other hand, only now putting the dock down. This build order from Brickhead leaves much to be desired. I'm fairly sure you can get a 4:30 here or a 4:40 advance time with Norse, especially with Loki, and have all your fishing ships out. Very, very simply. And this is going to be giving 3antozz a lot of advantages here in this early game. It's Athena just about to hit. Do we see any villagers moving forward? No villagers moving forward. 5 villagers on gold. I'm not exactly sure what 3antozz' plan is here. Am I missing something? Is there a red dot somewhere? Is this all of his villagers? There's 1 villager here. Okay, he's moving this villager forward. A little bit late on that one, but there we go. Moving in. Military Academy coming down. Obviously, you want to be building multiple of these. Part of me feels like the better option is to delay the Odysseus for 3 military academies and then get the Odysseus out afterwards and then start making your archery ranges, because that way you spend all your resources a little bit faster. But we'll see how it's going to go. Brickhead's got himself the double temples up already. It is vitally important when you're on a map like Tundra Pools with the extra fishing ships to make sure you build more than you're comfortable with in terms of military buildings. Otherwise, you're going to get a big... Well, you're going to have lots of resources, basically. So we do see that Jason picks up that relic. The toothed arrows will be helping him out a bit here as we see an archery range coming down. As the Jason hoplites moving in, the Odysseus is going to get some good damage happening here. As this Ursa most likely going to get pulled back. Nice play there from Brickhead. He's going to be able to heal that one back up, getting the damage done onto the Jason there. As the Jason now getting pulled away. And Brickhead just going to be moving back into his main base. Is he going to be trying? He's going to try and rush. You cannot rush Hall of Thanes in this matchup. It doesn't. It's not that it doesn't work. It's just that you make the game so much harder for yourself if you rush Hall of Thanes here, especially when you see this many military buildings coming through. Though, I mean, maybe Brickhead hasn't seen that, but I just don't. I don't like it. We'll see if Brickhead's going to be able to make it work as he pushes in with those Hursa. Hall of Thanes is on the way. The 3antozz unit's going to be retreating back here. As 3antozz turns around, Brickhead needs to pull back into his main base. He does have that healing spring on the back of his base there, as Hall of Thanes is just about... Look at all the resources in the bank right now. If he just delayed that Hall of Thanes, even till just like we said, does he pull villagers off of wood? No. What's he spending wood on? I guess he got himself a longboat here. Walls onto this is actually a great idea as well. As the Hursa are now pushing forward, going to be looking for little bits of attacks here, and the only thing that 3antozz needs to think about when going for these rushes or these sorts of plays is, as you see, another longboat getting built, Bolt coming in to help take this one out. But the only thing that 3antozz needs to really worry about is what timing is Brickhead going to the heroic age, and should he go in and attack that or not? Go for a town center kill. As 3antozz now at 94 population, taking this fight here underneath this location with that longboat is going to be a tough one. So Troll Spawn going to help out a little bit as the Minotaur does go down. Longboat going after the Odysseus, getting some good damage done onto that one as more Hursa are going to be returning onto this fight here. Restoration does come in. That's going to be helping out quite a bit. Brickhead just needs to retreat here. That's exactly what he wanted to have happen there. More military. Okay, armory. We'll see if we can make it work as the Einhjar spawn comes in. And Brickhead going to be retreating back. He needs watchtowers. He needs to defend those towers nicely. Otherwise, those are going to get torn down. Going to be opening up that town center very, very nicely there. I wouldn't mind seeing villagers getting sent forward here for some forward buildings for 3antozz to get early reinforcements here. As we do see a dock coming back up. Is the longboat going to be in to defend this one? And it does look like 3antozz is just going to put a stop to that. So Hursa does go down. The dock does get taken out as well. I have a question in chat. Hey, Boit, do you know where we can get this map? This map comes a part of the Voobly 5.0 patch. So if you just play on Voobly and you use the 5.0 patch, you can get it. I believe it's somewhere in the Steam Workshop as well. It's called Tundra Pools, so you can look that one up if you want to be finding it. I'm not sure if it is there or not, but you could potentially just grab the random map script from Voobly and chuck that elsewhere. As we do see the hoplites just as Bragi comes through, going straight after the town center. And this is what I was talking about. The timing perfect here for 3antozz, as the units here from Brickhead trying to retreat back and defend this one. There's no restoration here this time, but the troll getting some damage done. Brickhead it wouldn't go astray here for Brickhead to build trolls out here, as we do see some throwing action coming in. There's a lot of hoplites do die, but the heroic age is not going to be coming through there, and Brickhead now is returned all of those resources. As now the thing about this attack, which is why you do it with Zeus, is because it keeps the Norse player in the classical age, which means now you can continue to fight without the threat of those heroic age myth units and everything else. As 3antozz is now on 2 town centers as well here. He's in a really, really good position. As the hoplites now moving over to hit the gold mine on this position. Brickhead trying to get himself the town center back up. Tons of Hursa being trained, not building them out of all of his buildings though. As the dwarves need to get pulled back. And 3antozz is looking for something to attack. Can he stop the town center from going back up is the big question. Right now, Brickhead is housed. He doesn't have the 10 houses he needs for 100 population. And 3antozz is up. Well, he's up 50 population right now. As the hoplites target down the town center, they're going to put a stop to that really, really quickly. And in that moment, Brickhead does tap out as 3antozz finds the victory here with the Athena Rush. This is kind of the way the matchup has gone in a way. And I think that Norse players need to get a little bit more comfortable with playing in the classical age versus Zeus. Because if they try and sneak a heroic age, the Zeus player knows now that they just attack the town center. There's no real decision-making process that needs to go on in the brain of a Zeus player here. They go, how many Hursa do you have? How much population do you have? Okay, that's not enough. I'm going to kill your town center. That's literally the decision-making. You don't even have to remember. You don't have to be thinking, when are they hitting the heroic age? You just have to be like, how much population do you have? How much do I have? Okay, kill you. So the way to defend against this is you just get yourself more military buildings, make your units, and you should be able to at least trade equally, or at least get yourself into a position where you can get this town center up, secure this gold mine, and be in a good position to go heroic age off a full population. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.